Welcome back to Eatsy, where if we can make Chinese steamed custard buns, then so can you. Steamed custard buns, also known as nai wang bao, are a beloved dim sum delicacy that captures the hearts and palates of many with their soft, pillowy exterior and sweet, creamy custard filling. Originating from Cantonese cuisine, these buns have a rich history and are a staple in many Chinese dim sum restaurants around the world. Custard buns became a popular choice among the many steamed and baked offerings, providing a sweet contrast to the savory items typically found on a dim sum menu. Whether served during a leisurely dim sum brunch or as a sweet treat at the end of a meal, steamed custard buns continue to delight with their timeless charm and irresistible taste. We're going to start off with 320 grams, or about 11.3 ounces of flour. And we're also going to measure 10 grams, or 0.35 ounces of yeast. Put the flour into a large bowl to make your dough. Firstly, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of sugar to the flour, and then the yeast that we had measured previously. Give that a quick stir, and then we're going to add 180 grams, or 6.35 ounces of warm milk. Mix and knead all of that together until it looks something like this, and then cover it with a lid or with some saran wrap and set it aside to let it continue rising. While your dough is rising, we're going to move on to making the custard. Separate the yolks from 4 eggs and put them in a bowl. Then we're going to measure out 200 milliliters, which is about 3/4 of a cup of milk. Add the milk to your 4 egg yolks and then whisk them together. Then you're going to add 40 grams or 1.4 ounces of white sugar, as well as an equal amount, so 40 grams or 1.4 ounces of flour. And then lastly, we're going to add 25 grams, which is about 0.88 ounces of cornstarch. Mix all of that together thoroughly until it looks something like this. Over at the stove, we're going to hit the like and subscribe buttons and then add 30 grams or about 1 ounce of butter to a pan over medium to high heat. Once your butter is melted completely, you can add in your custard. Keep on stirring and mixing the custard until it starts thickening up. Eventually, it should start looking like a dough. When it's reached this sort of weird mashed potato dough consistency, then you can remove it from the heat and let it cool. When it's cooled down completely, you can begin rolling it into balls. Each one should weigh about 20 to 25 grams, and you should end up with about 14 of them. Now we're going to head back to the dough. After it's finished rising and you've removed it from the bowl, form it into a big fat donut just like this. Expand the donut by wringing your hands around in a circle or on the inside, and then rip the donut in half so that it makes a long tube. Then you're going to take a knife, and what we're going to try to do is cut the tube into 14 pieces so that it matches the amount of custard that you have. Try to make your 14 pieces of dough about the same size, because they're going to need to be flattened out so that they can wrap around your custard balls completely. Start by squishing them flat under your hands, and then roll them under a rolling pin until they're round enough and flat enough that they can be wrapped around one of the custard balls. It's crucial for each bun to be completely sealed, otherwise the filling will leak out when softened during the steaming process. It doesn't really matter how you close the dough, Auntie just folds it accordion style over itself back and forth until the hole is closed completely. And then she gives it a little twist at the end just to keep everything together nicely. So once again, roll out a piece of dough, put a ball of custard in the middle, and then fold it however you can so that the ball is closed completely so that the custard doesn't leak out while it's being cooked. Over at your steamer, make sure you put down little pieces of parchment paper so that your custard buns don't stick to the pan. They're also going to expand, so make sure you don't put too many in your steamer all at once, otherwise they'll stick together. With the water already boiling in your steamer, steam your buns for 15 minutes. And there you have it, Chinese custard steam buns, a dim sum classic that you can make at home. Not gonna lie, my husband and I usually grab a tray of these when we go out for dim sum, and I was super excited when Auntie told us that she was gonna make them for us for one of our videos. So if you try making them for yourselves, please let us know about it down in the comments. It's barbecue season now, and these would be great, convenient little desserts that you can make for people when you have guests over. They could have a beer in one hand and a convenient, non-messy dessert in the other, and it would just be a good time all around. If you liked this video, consider giving it a thumbs up, and please let us know if you tried them down in the comments. Only about 3% of the people who watch our videos are actually subscribed, so it would mean a lot to us if you could click that subscribe button as well. And as always, thanks so much for watching.